I will start, ma'am. So I will just there is a small
Okay,
introduction
okay,
part.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. So good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, very good afternoon to all eminent doctors. Thank you so much for joining us for today's webinar. Our endeavor to spread awareness about rabies, which is a fatal but can be, and this is a initiative from Cadila through its innovation to serve our society and humankind. The topic of today's webinar is reduction strategy in rabies management, role of novel vaccine. Dear doctors, Thravis is world's first novel 3 anti-rabies vaccine with great pride. We would like to inform you that Thravis has successfully completed 1 year of launch with more than 40,000 animal bite victims being vaccinated. 100% compliance was recorded and no case of ADR was registered. This it is my honor to introduce you to today's speaker for today's webinar, Dr. Latika Patil. She is practicing as a general physician in Kolhapur, and she has practicing here from more than 15 years. So I'm requesting to Dr. Latika Patil, madam, to initiate the talk, and after the talk later on we will have question and answer session. All participants can drop their questions in Dropbox. We will read it out all the questions after the presentation. So, madam, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Firstly, good afternoon to all of you. So let's start with our today's presentation. Rabies, a public health challenge in India. Globally, 59,000 human deaths annually, highest in India. The rate is this. India had 20,000 human deaths a year from rabies, accounting for 60% of the rabies deaths in Asia and 35% globally. And around 91% deaths in India occurred in the rural areas. Okay. So every 9 minutes, a person dies from rabies. This is a huge count. So the current management for rabies, local wound treatments like first aids, these are local treatments. Then active immunization vaccine, then passive immunization. Local wound treatments are basically given in home as home remedies, and active immunization is taken after when dog bite. Then current challenges of PEP, non-compliance. The challenges that non-compliance, current rabies vaccine are cell culture vaccines. Inactivated vaccines are that are usually used for more than 50 years old technology. Inconsistency in potency, stability, availability, short supply, and adverse events. Then let's talk about non-compliance or compliance. Okay, let's start with the first point, compliance. Like anti-rabies vaccine compliant who received the full course of ARV anti-rabies vaccine, it stands for, that is the scheduled doses of anti-rabies vaccine on the recommended dates. The delayed compliant who completed the scheduled dose of anti-rabies vaccine within 60 days but deviated from the scheduled regimen. Then dropout and non-compliant who had taken at least one dose of ARV after animal bite but not completed all the scheduled doses. Okay, these are the three anti-compliance rabies which are taken. The non-compliance to 5 dose proven cause of death. The reason of death may be due to lack of administration of rabies, immunoglobulin, or poor compliance to vaccination. Then let's see. Original article, compliance to post-exposure prophylaxis among animal bite patients, a hospital-based epidemiological study. Let's see the pie chart. Compliant rate is which is indicated in blue color, and delayed compliant which is indicated in red color, and green is non-compliant. Compliant means the person who takes all the doses. Delayed compliant, as in further slide we see that only one or two doses are taken, and non-compliant means the person who didn't take any anti-rabies dose. Then brief research article, compliance to anti-rabies vaccination in post-exposure prophylaxis. See the chart diagram graph. Compliance rate for intramuscular rabies vaccination was only 60%. At Municipal Corporation Hospitals, Bangalore, normal rate is 215 animal bites of patients are regularly there present. One dose of rabies vaccination administered intramuscularly on days 0, 3, 7, 14, and 28 as PEP. Also measures constraints for compliance to complete course. This is the chart which is showing for compliance to anti-rabies vaccination. Then constraints for compliance to complete course of anti-rabies vaccines. The sky blue color is shows interferes with school timing. Just like small kids who are going for schools and they're suffering from dog bite. Then distance of the hospital are only 11%. The cost incurred only 30%, and forgotten dates are 18%. And 47% indicates loss of wages. The major constraint for compliance to complete ARV anti-rabies vaccine was loss of wages. That is indicated in 47%. The evolution of rabies vaccine. How rabies vaccine comes in India? First is non-standardized dried preparation, which is evolution. The evolution of this vaccine is held in 1885. Then minimal neutral content liquid preparation, which is evolution is 1911, and in 1976, inactivated vaccine, which is prepared from cell culture, that is standardized immunogenicity, lipophilized. 5 injections have to taken to patients. Then minimal neural content liquid preparations, which is 14 injection each, which is contains 0.5 ml daily. So non-compliance led to evolution in treatment regime from 31 dose to 5 dose is still on. So meeting the unmet medical need, introducing a novel vaccine with simple and shorter regimen. As time completes, the time duration of a vaccine is decreasing as per older years. The novel three-dose recombinant rabies G protein vaccine, novel three-dose protein vaccine. The first is first protein subunit vaccine, prepared by VLP platform technology. First vaccine with three-dose intramuscular regimen, which is taken first day, then after 3 days, and then 7 days. Better compliance due to easy to flow regimen and less visits. Convenience, ready to use, no reconstitution needed. This is the 3 doses which are taken, means in gap of 3 days. Then what is VLP technology? So as shown in presentation, let's see, native virus, G protein is difficult to stabilize, G protein isolation using VLP technology purified and stabilized by Cadila Pharmaceuticals Limited. Then virus-like particles, VLP proteins complexes exist as nanoparticles. VLPs are similar native virus, but that had not contained the viral genome. Then after that, they cannot replicate but can mimic the viral antigenicity without being pathogenic. They are capable of inducing a strong humoral and cellular immune response. And after that, VLP as vaccines. So this is the process which are required for making VLP vaccines. This is called as VLP technology. The clinical study phase 3. So what do you mean by clinical study phase 3? Safety and immunogenicity of the novel 3 dose. So as we seen in previous slide, there are 3 doses which are in gap between 0, 3 and 7 days. So safety and immunogenicity of a novel 3-dose recombinant nanoparticle rabies G protein vaccine administered as a stimulated post-exposure immunization, a randomized comparator controlled multicenter phase 3 clinical study. Then phase 3 study to evaluate immunogenicity and safety of rabies G protein vaccine administered as a stimulated post-exposure immunization in healthy volunteers. Randomized comparative controlled and multi-center study. Total subjects, there are 800 subjects. As we seen in previous slide, 0, 3 and 7 days regime. Then 0, 3, 7, 14, 28 days regime, and 33 subjects and 267 subjects, which are used for 0, 3, 7, 14, and 28 days regime. Results. Okay, the efficacy is seroprotection, safety. These are the results as you're observed in this slide. Non-inferiority of seroprotection primary endpoint, day 14 and 42. Next, study conclusion. So what is the conclusion about this study? Novel 3-dose was non-inferior to reference vaccines, less adverse effects compared to reference vaccine, and novel 3-dose was found to be safe and immunogenic and was comparable to 5 doses of WHO pre-qualified vaccine. The awards, Pharma Innovation of the Year, Cadila is awarded by Pharma Innovation of the Year by the Economic Times, and the Golden Globe Tipper Tigers Award, Malaysia for innovative product of the year. Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling me here for this presentation. Thank you, sir.
So thank you so much, madam, for this informative talk. And madam, we truly appreciate your efforts. Last but not the least, we would like to inform you that the Thrivis has won two prestigious awards, like in innovation category at ET India Pharma Award and Golden Globe Tiger Award. So, and thank you so much for your time and for your informative talk, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir.
देव, अरे देव, कुछ क्वेश्चंस आए कि देख ले जरा, हम ही उसको ये कर
क्वेश्चन
लेंगे।
देख एक्चुअली सर, मैडम के सामने पेशेंट थे, इसके लिए मैडम ने लॉग आउट कर दिया।
हाँ, ठीक है, क्वेश्चंस
हाँ।
है कि देख ले, अगर रहेंगे तो
हाँ।
ये कर देते।
ठीक है सर, नहीं है क्वेश्चन।
ठीक है,
ओके सर।
सेशन कंक्लूड कर सकते हैं सर, टेक सपोर्ट।
ठीक है सर, टेक सपोर्ट कैन कंक्लूड द सेशन।
हेलो,
हाँ जी सर,
सेशन कंक्लूड कर लीजिए।
यू कैन कंक्लूड सर।
हेलो, टेक सपोर्ट सेशन कंक्लूड कर दीजिए।
ओके।
ओके।